So, um, it's interesting because I do think that many people fear dementia more than any other condition.
And so, looking at the last of the horsemen, neurodegenerative disease, such as Alzheimer's, something we get asked a lot. How does that look in terms of what you kind of discussed on cancer, cardiovascular disease, as it relates to prevention?
Well, I would say it's a little bit in the middle. In other words, I think we actually have a slightly better sense of some of the causes, not in all cases, but certainly with Alzheimer's disease, we're getting a much better sense of which people are susceptible, what genes play a role from a genetic susceptibility standpoint. And genes do play a pretty big role there. And we also understand the other factors. And part of the reason for this, Nick, is there's a very simple but surprisingly accurate adage, which states, what's good for the heart is good for the brain. And study after study after study have demonstrated the following. Every intervention that we take to lower the risk of atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease also reduces the risk of dementia. And that means Alzheimer's disease, vascular dementia, which are the two main ones, but also other forms of dementia. So that means having better metabolic health, having lower ApoB, having lower blood pressure, not smoking. Those things dramatically reduce your risk of cardiovascular disease, and they dramatically reduce your risk of Alzheimer's disease.